that's a nice shot, Mark.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad.
But do you not wish you could hit extra stiff blades? Because they look beautiful, don't they?
Extra stiff blades? Well, I'm happy to have a go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it now.
Ooh. How are your fingers? Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching my content, first, Mark, what do they have to do?
Subscribe.
You've got to hit that subscribe button, guys.
Brilliant.
So we know that you're enjoying the content. You can also leave us a like. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, because as Mark will tell you,
if the bell doesn't go off, you don't know there's a video there.
Exactly, so you might miss us and that's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, in today's video, you've joined us at a very special day. So Mark, one of Mark's biggest videos that we've collaborated with together was the blade video. Kind of mid-handicap hit blades. Yeah. Which is all good and well, Mark, but at the end of the day, they're not blades with extra stiff shafts in them, are they? Which is what I got fitted for recently.
What you've been fitted for.
I've been fitted for these. So, first of all, Mark, just talk us through exactly what specs your golf clubs are, because for people who haven't seen us before, they might not know, but you got fitted for some clubs not long ago.
Yeah, so these are the Ping i210 cavity back heads, and I've got the Modus NS Pro Modus 3 extra stiff
No, they're not extra stiff.
Stiff shaft.
So that's a stiff shaft. And remind everyone of your handicap, Mark.
14.
14 handicap, so nice a mid handicap, which is what this video is about. Now I got fitted recently and I moved into the Mizuno MP20 MB with extra stiff, but extra stiff. As you can see here, AMT extra stiff shaft, if that focuses, there we go. X100 True Temper AMT shaft. And I think that might be a bit more than you could handle, Mark, to be fair. I think this is going to be a good...
I'm happy to have a go.
So guys, here's how the video is going to go. Mark is going to hit a couple of shots with his 6-iron, a couple of shots by a couple, he's going to hit a load of shots with his 6-iron, a load of shots with your 9-iron, and then we're going to switch it round. We're going to go 6-iron and 9-iron in the extra stiff blade. We would go 4-iron, and we still might, but not going to lie guys, I wasn't good enough to go MB 4-iron, so I went HMB 4-iron, so that wouldn't be... Look how nice that looks still though. That wouldn't be an extra stiff blade, but we'll have a go with it at the end just for a bit of fun. This is the first time you've seen my irons, isn't it, Mark? So comparable to yours. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
They look very nice. Just feels a little bit heavier, and I suspect that's just purely the extra stiff shaft.
Yeah.
I mean, just having them both on the ground and from the angle I'm looking at, I can't tell that the head of your club is any smaller, narrower across the head than mine.
Oh, I don't know about that, Mark. I can. Well, I'm sorry, but they look very, very different. Right. So without any further ado, we start with a 6. So you
start with a 6.
Yeah, keep it in your 6-iron for me. Then you're going to hit your 9-iron. Because what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to hit your 6-iron, then my 6-iron, then your 9-iron, then my 9-iron. Because once you've felt the beauty, you'll not want to go back.
Your clubs will be in my bag.
Well,
is that what you're suggesting?
Well, only if you'd have to prize them away from me. But even my bag's a better colour as well. Look at that.
Wow. I bought mine.
Look at it, just waiting there, just waiting, about to pounce on a mid-handicap prey. There's another one here. So what they do, Mark, they hunt in packs, you know, like lions do. Yeah. Nice, Mark, beautiful swing. And what we're going to do, Mark, we're not going to take any bad shots out, because we want to see exactly, when it comes to the crunch, Mark, and we're talking blades, we're talking extra stiff, we don't be taking them out, we'll leave them in. Oh, I tried scaring him with that tactic and it's made him better. Now a lot of people, Mark, might be thinking that this isn't a fair test because of the loft comparisons, obviously, with mine being true blades and yours being the i210s, which are a little bit of a cavity back number, but actually they're closer than what we'd think, aren't they?
These are close, aren't they?
Yeah, so is it 1 degree difference in the 6 and half a degree in the 9?
No, the other way around.
I was trying to be clever.
Half a degree in the 6.
Yeah,
difference.
So it's actually a close battle. Good effort. That's a good round, that. It's a good round with the... I'm even going to pass you your 9-iron here. Look at that there. That looks absolutely nothing like my beautiful bladed 9-iron, but there you go. Beautiful shot. That wasn't your best swing.
That was horrible.
That's yeah, we don't want to talk about those really, but that's nothing to do with the shaft nor the club, so we're not going to delete any, but we'll forget that one. Oh, but when you send one out like that afterwards, beautiful. On a piece of string at the moment, Mark. Let's go one more with the 9, and then I'm going to...
And then I need to go and have something to eat.
Yeah.
To buoy me up for these.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's go. So we're going to hit one more with this, and then we'll go to the gym. We'll do some bench presses. We'll do some squats. We might even do a little bit of CrossFit, and then we're going to have a go with the extra stiff. Oh, if I were you, Mark, I wouldn't even bother. Obviously, this video is a lot of fun, and these irons that you're hitting now are professionally fitted for you.
They are, yes.
So, and that's one thing that we do. I can't stress this enough, really. A lot of our videos are educational. They're for your own good. They're for your benefit, so you can get better at golf. They're informative. Well, I like to think so. But this one is more fun. So we're not expecting mid-handicappers to go and say, I need to start playing extra stiff bladed. That's not what this video is about. This video is very much a bit of fun to see how a mid-handicapper would cope with that. And I'm actually quite pleased there, because you've done really well with your clubs, haven't you?
With those clubs, yeah.
So the pings, I think it's fair to say, no matter what happens, will probably stay. But we'll ease you in. We'll ease you in with some loft. Just look at that. Let me just, sorry. Like your mum used to do. Just I can't have them looking untidy on camera. There we go. Degree weaker loft. Gonna have to put a bit more into it. How do you feel it looking down?
Feels okay. Not a problem with it.
Feels okay. Don't you tell me that feels okay. That feels beautiful.
Well, it's not a blueprint.
Look how high that went on the net. That nearly missed the net. That one. He was only joking about the blueprint. Shh, doesn't matter.
There we go. You see.
There we go.
Sorry, guys. I hadn't actually taken a full swing down.
Well, let's throw a few little low grooves in there. Let's get those vibrations going right the way down from that club head, up that extra stiff shaft, through the multi-compound grip into the fingers, because it's November. Sounds sickening, that, doesn't it? Ooh, felt that on the fingers.
Did you?
No, but I'm trying to egg you into it. Come on, 2 more with the 9, and then, because we're easing you in, Mark. This is still only a 9-iron. You're basically hitting a vokey wedge, basically. Come on, let's get you in this.
Fair enough.
Right, you're showing off now. One more. Nice, Mark. That's the 9-iron done. Any thoughts on the feelings of that before we do move on to the 6, which is here? It's been ready to prowl.
Well, I have to say, I don't particularly. I'm not suiting the extra stiff shaft. It just feels just a little bit. It's too much. It feels too much.
Yeah.
For me, for my swing speed, perhaps. But the ball off the face of the club is slightly better.
Feels nice, doesn't it?
Than mine. So yeah, it feels nice. Feels very good.
Beautiful. They're the crossfield dots.
For some reason, James needs dots on his 6-iron so he can identify it in his confused bag.
Mark gave me a lesson the other day, and he put the dots on. I was like, oh yeah, cool, nice one. Not you, Mark. The other Mark.
No.
There's 2 marks in the.
Something about Mark.
There's two marks on the channel now. So, and this is where. Come on, guys, let's get the popcorn out. He's trying to hit an extra stiff bladed 6-iron with less loft on it than his own.
I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed you haven't got the 4-iron in the bag.
Well, you can have a go with my 4-iron right at the end, because it's still got extra stiff shaft in it. Ooh.
It was a bit slappy.
How are your fingers? Oh. If people are wondering, this is just banter, like we don't actually dislike each other.
Next one, straight down the middle.
This is a big high draw at 170 yards, watch. Called it.
Straight down the middle, 170, what do you say?
With your ball striking, how are you off 14?
Brilliant.
Well, the worrying thing is, I think, obviously I've taught you bunkers and short game. Alex teaches you your long game, which you seem to excel at, and Chris has taught you putting, so... Doesn't say much for me and Chris, does it? So that's what we came to see. 136 yard carry, splash.
Body moved too soon on that one.
Talk to me again about why we're not using these clubs. A little bit heavy. That was actually the last shot mark as well.
A bit heavy.
So before we take a look at the differences, I mean that was a line ball as well. That was nice and centred. How did you feel?
I like them.
Yeah.
I like them. I think, as I said before, I swapped over to the 6 iron. I still conclude. I think the head feels better than the 210.
Softer.
But the shaft.
I mean, you're talking
too much.
You're talking totally different ways of constructing a golf head, aren't you? You're talking proper forged head, like forged in Japan with, I mean, forge masters basically, and we're talking cast, which obviously isn't going to give you that soft feel, is it?
No.
So
but it's only fractional.
Yeah.
But it is no, certainly to me anyway.
If I'd have given you those blind tests without obviously the X100 shafts label on them, do you think you might have felt it, or could you tell? Would have been interesting.
I think I could have. I think I would have told. I would have sensed it.
We might do that in another video, guys. Comment below if you want to see that. A blind shaft flex text. But without any further ado, let's take a look at the differences. Okay, so first of all, dispersion. And we'll start with the standard Ping 99. You can see, apart from the horror show swing, which we can all have from time to time, big, high, beautiful fades. Very, very nice with the standard 9 iron. What about the standard 6 iron? Obviously lower because it's a 6 iron, but a grouping of ones to the right, a couple to the left. Again, for a mid-handicap, I'm quite happy with that as a dispersion. What about the dispersion on the bladed 9 iron? So already you can see that it's more sporadic, it's more spread out. We haven't had the horror show swing, but still it is a little bit more spread out, which would worry me a little bit. That probably could be down to the shaft flex, but it could also be down to obviously the lack of forgiveness in the head. Extra stiff bladed 6 iron. Now I was very impressed with how Mark dealt with this, to be fair. So you can see how we've got the nice kind of high fade going on there as an average. Again, there was a horror show swing, but we'll cover that up, because if you cover that one up, you can see how actually, well, two up, you can see how actually it's a nice consistent high fade. Distance wise, I'm sure that's what you all want to see. You'll be pleased to know that Mark's standard 6 iron did win by 7 yards there, so over the bladed 6 iron. And this is exactly what I would expect. So there wasn't as much difference in the 9 irons, but Mark's 9 iron still edged it and still performed better for him. So, how do you feel with that?
I feel quite pleased. That was nice. I enjoyed that. The blades are nice. The shaft is a bit too much.
They're beautiful golf clubs, like I said. I mean, I was amazed when I was fitted for these, to be honest. But the big thing for me was my miss was always left.
Right.
So obviously stiffening the shaft up a little bit does help stop that kind of miss left. That was one of the conversations I had with the Mizuno fitter, and that's part of the reason why. Obviously, with the raw, powerful club head speed.
Obviously.
Not.
Obviously.
But your miss isn't left, is it? So that's that's what I was going to tell you at the beginning, but I thought I'll wait to tell you now. So I'm impressed with how you've gone with that. I think one thing I'd like to do, extra stiff 4 iron. It's not a blade one. It is in fact the HMB, so it's a little bit more forgiving. It's a bit thicker on bottom, but you get one shot and one shot only, because that's how the golf world works. So let's see how you go with it, Mr. Big Shot. Not to put you under any pressure, because you're good with 4 irons as well. If you didn't know, Mark's a 4 iron expert.
So this is going to be
extra stiff shaft.
Slightly stronger fade. It's going to be about 185.
Okay, called it, like it. To a tight flag over water, and there's water right.
Oh,
straight enough.
75.
Mark, thank you so much. Really enjoyed that.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Cheers, James.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. We do hope you've enjoyed that. Like I said earlier, that was a bit of fun, hopefully a lot of fun. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button. Leave us a like so we know you've enjoyed the content. As always, hit those comments below. What shafts are you using at the moment in your irons? Were you fitted for them or did you just guess? We've both been fitted for them now, haven't we?
Yes. Yeah.
So we're doing quite well with that. Guys, once again, thanks for watching. And as always, when will we see you, Mark?
Tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.